First of all, my condolences go out to the families of the 19 victims who were just lost in a terrorist attack in Manchester a few hours ago. I just got wind of it. To be 100% candid with you, I am torn to shreds right now. I'm very emotional and I want to cry because my heart is broken. I keep thinking just how twisted and just how disturbing it is that when innocent people are killed by Muslims all over the world, just how twisted it is, how liberals turn around and attack conservatives who tell the truth, who are trying to take precautionary measures to prevent these kind of heinous terrorist attacks from happening. And they turn around and they attack conservatives. Instead of them trying to console the families, no, they turn around and they defend Islam and say, this is not Islam. Or they water it down, or they sugarcoat it, they soften the blow. They use selective terminology. This is Islam. This is what it teaches. It's been this way for 1400 years, and you're not going to change it. Islam doesn't get changed by you. Islam changes you. How many people have to die before you people wake up and realize that when you're sitting up here going on a tangent, on a tirade about how people are so hateful towards Muslims, why don't you go and console the families who just lost their loved ones in a terrorist attack when the perpetrator is a Muslim? I am not inciting hate or violence against Muslims. I am just speaking the truth without PC. This makes me sick because it's preventable. This attack could have been prevented. That is what's so heartbreaking about this. There are people being killed all over the world by Muslims constantly. They're constantly bombarded by terrorism. And you think just because you have a freaking bleeding heart, because these people are leaving desolate countries, did it ever occur to you the reason why the country was desolate in the first place? Or why it was completely just war-stricken or war-torn? Did that ever cross your mind? Why is it the way that it is? Because the ideology contributes or constitutes your environment, your culture, your society. You look at every third world country and you look at the ideology. Islam doesn't get changed by you. Islam changes you because it is a political, totalitarian system disguised as a religion to conquer you. And this is how they do it. Muhammad did terror raids, just like how these people are killing innocent Westerners or people all over the world to cause terror, to strike terror in your heart. That is in the Quran and the Hadiths. People need to wake up. How many people have to die? It is preventable. That is what's so frustrating, and it makes me want to cry. And I'm saying it as a man. It makes me want to cry right now. And I'm holding back tears. But I'm not letting hate get stored up in my heart. Islam is not the religion of peace. I wish you people would get out there with these bleeding hearts and start to do your research, do some fact checking, find out why all these terrorist attacks are all Muslims. Look for the link. But no, you can't do that. Maybe you're too afraid to tell the truth. No, I know the reason why you don't want to say that Islam is the religion of death and rape. I know why you don't want to say it, because you've been systematically oppressed. You've been indoctrinated by liberal media. You've been spoon-fed nothing but liberal propaganda and revisionist history for the longest. You don't even know the truth when you see it or when you hear it. This is making me sick. The United States and the rest of the world is turning into a freaking movie called Idiocracy. We see it because we're smart, because we do our research, because we have something called logic or being wise-minded, and we use it, we utilize our skills. How come you can't? Because it doesn't feel right, because you want to keep going off of your emotions? Your emotions do not dictate facts. And when you realize that and come to the real world and wake the hell up, sometimes you have to make super hard decisions to protect other people. Doing the right thing sometimes is the hardest thing to do. Muslims, I'm saying this, I don't hate you. I don't. I hate your ideology. But until you completely denounce Islam, you should not be allowed in the West. Too many problems dealing with Muslims coming to the United States. The time is slowly approaching. How long do you really think people are going to keep tolerating this? Only by the act of God can someone keep tolerating this. I'm sick of this. Sick. I'm so sick of it. I keep saying it. I keep making these videos. But every time something like this happens, you people, you liberals are going to wake up and you're going to say those conservatives are not lying. They're telling the truth. And if you don't wake up, obviously you're a denialist. Or you like to take the ostrich approach to life. Wake up, Western world. We are at war. War has already been declared on the West. Wake up. This is Christian Deron. You guys have a great evening. My condolences yet again to the families who have lost their loved ones to the senseless act, cowardly act of terrorism. This will be a day that will be remembered in infamy. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to do. We, the conservatives, are trying to do the best that we can do to protect our people. Have a good night.